Wow.
Yeah, top that.
Smartest thing for me to do would be just to sit down.
Or to put a tiara.
Thank you. But I'm an elected official. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk.
And the tiara.
I'll take a note. Thank you all. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you. Where did Mindy sit? There you are. Thank you for being here, for your kind words. It really is. It's a joy. It really is to work with Mindy and our entire Lancaster County Republican delegation. I like to think we set an example to the rest of the state, how we can work together across the building between the House and the Senate. We have an outstanding delegation. It means a lot to me that Dave and Brian are here. It's hard to believe. It's been almost 12 years since Brian and I first started meeting, planning his campaign for the State House back in 2006, and certainly would have never guessed things would work out as they have. To my dear wife, Kate, just incredible words. Thank you. I couldn't do what I do without her love and support and that of our entire family. I have some of my extended family here with us this afternoon. My mom and dad are here. And then I have some aunts and uncles that are also here. Means a lot that they would be here. We, again, couldn't do what we do without the love and support of our extended family. My children, Jack and June, they are a visible reminder to me each and every day why I do what I do and what we're fighting for in Harrisburg. My thanks to all of you. Thank you so much for being here, taking the time to be here on a Saturday afternoon, a beautiful fall Saturday afternoon. As I look out across the room, I see many folks who were with me when I first launched my campaign for Clerk of Courts in 2007, and many other friends that have joined us along the way. Thank you so much for your support, for your friendship. I'm grateful to each and every one of you. It's hard to believe, but nearly 4 years ago, I first launched my campaign for the state Senate. That was a cold, wintry night in Lidditz, early January, at the General Sutter. And as I first launched that campaign, and throughout that campaign, I talked a lot about results. As I spoke with voters then, throughout that campaign, I kept hearing that very same theme from residents all across northern Lancaster County. Results matter. When I assumed office as your state senator in early 2015, I told my staff on our very first day together, and likely during their interviews with me, that we were going to focus our efforts on serving the residents of Lancaster County and residents all across our Commonwealth to advance ideas to build an opportunity society in Pennsylvania where all our citizens have the opportunity to experience earned success and upward economic mobility. Policies that promote strong families, vibrant communities, quality schools, and the free enterprise system. And I'm proud of the work that we have done. 11 pieces of legislation, whether through a bill or an amendment to a bill, signed into law over the last 3 years. But there is still so much more to do. Results still matter. Results done the right way. For people, not special interest. Results built to last. We have to actually solve problems and stop applying short-term political fixes that maybe survive, until the next election or when the political winds shift. There has been too much of this in Harrisburg, and it has to stop. We have been debating property tax reform for over 300 years. It's time to act. Residents, especially our senior citizens, have been waiting far too long for relief. I speak with them regularly, and they've heard enough talk. Government spends too much, overregulates, and takes too much from hardworking families. A few months ago, the Independent Fiscal Office, the IFO in Harrisburg, released an economic forecast over the next 5 years, from the 2017-2018 budget to the 2021-2022 state budget. And it's a pretty alarming forecast. As a result of pretty significant demographic shifts in Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania is an aging state. The fastest growing demographic in Pennsylvania are those aged 80 and older. And while we want to be a loving, welcoming place to our senior citizens, it certainly has an impact on our state budget. At the same time, we're seeing tremendous population growth as our seniors retire and senior citizens move into the state. We're experiencing population loss, population decline of those of prime working age. Between the ages of 24 and 59, we're projected to lose another 105,000 over the next 5 years. This applies tremendous pressure to our state budget on the expenditure side of the budget as well as the revenue side of our budget as sales tax and property tax revenue flattens out and does not keep pace with mandated costs associated with human services and public sector pensions. The answer, however, cannot be just asking taxpayers to continue to pay more. We have to control costs, control the rate of growth in spending, reform our human services programs, our public sector pension systems, but we have to generate revenue. We do have a revenue problem, but we have to generate revenue through enhanced economic activity, through economic growth. We must do more to increase employment, workforce participation, and productivity. We must do more to align an education system with Pennsylvania's workforce needs, remove barriers to growth and workforce participation, and we must build a stronger Pennsylvania where entrepreneurship thrives. And it's time to act. We must reform how we do business in Harrisburg. I'm going to depart for a second from my prepared remarks here and just say it should not take 2 state senators to file action in court to remove a sheriff who vacated his office for over a year. We need to hold our elected officials accountable. It should be clear to those of us elected to represent you in Harrisburg what you already here know. The state budget process is broken. We need to resolve the 2017-2018 budget in a fiscally responsible way. No more one-time fixes and band-aid solutions, but we can't stop there. We need to reform the state budget process. I've introduced legislation to move Pennsylvania back to a 2-year or biannual budget. We should immediately adopt a performance-based budget to analyze state return on investment at $1. And if a balanced budget, spending, and revenue plan is not adopted by the June 30th statutory deadline, we should have a default budget that continues to pay state bills as if 80% of the previous year's appropriations until an agreement is reached. Common sense reforms. We must do more to identify and eradicate waste, fraud, and abuse in state government. I was proud, and Mindy mentioned this, I was proud to work with Mindy on legislation to establish the Office of Inspector General in statute to do just that. And as proud as I am of that bill itself, I'm even more proud of the process. To take a piece of legislation that passed primarily along party lines, was vetoed by the governor, and 9 months later to have that legislation passed nearly unanimously in the House and Senate and be signed by the governor into law. Results: done the right way, built to last. I look forward to the upcoming campaign in 2018, and I'm eager to talk about our record, getting results. But I most look forward to talking about the work and the efforts yet to come. Getting results for the people, done the right way, and built to last. I invite you to join me. I invite you to join our effort. I ask for your support and your vote next spring and next fall. Join our team. You can sign up here today. There are volunteer cards that were on the tables. Most of them have taken flight at some point in the afternoon. But please, if we don't have your information, please sign up there or at our website, ryanaument.com. Its website's recently been updated, so I encourage you to visit there, ryanaument.com, and of course, join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Aument for Senate. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being here today. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do together. Thank you. God bless you. God bless your families. Have a wonderful day.